You called this from day one.
Incels are my Garfield.
Hello everyone, my name is Mellowstep, this is my boyfriend Fluffs.
Hey, my dude.
And we're back with more tier lists. We're recently started, well, no, we didn't start recently. We're about 100 hours into our Persona 4 playthrough, almost done with our
done.
Yeah,
we're done. We just have to do the
our final
boss.
fight. Yeah, we have the golden ending currently. So we have the final boss. So if there's something wild that happens after that we don't have in this tier list, I'm sorry.
I doubt it matters. Let's
Fucking whoops. So first off, massive spoiler warning. Massive spoiler warning, I think.
Persona video.
Still, I would rather warn than to not need it, than not need it, or than, you know what I mean.
Yes.
So we're just quickly going to start out putting the people that we did not actually interact with in the question mark tier, which we finally have one of those, which is this kid. Her, and her. We kind of interacted with this guy, but I put him there still because we really didn't interact with him much.
Yes.
So, if one of these is your favorite character, I'm fucking sorry. Also, wait, where's the mom character?
I would also.
Yeah, because we also only interacted with her once.
Yes.
We really focused on full sending the characters that we really liked. And Persona 4, you can miss confidants fairly easily. I think these are all confidants, at least to some degree, except for the villains here. So yeah, sorry if any of these are your favorite characters. Don't hurt us.
Yes, you should start the video now and stop throwing these
Okay, sure.
out.
So main character, our MC.
You're gonna argue with me again.
That is literally the entirety of this point
It's
of these.
C and B tier.
I like B.
And if you put it anything higher than that, you're stupid. The dude doesn't talk.
I like B tier for him. Like he has good.
Is he better than Joker?
I think so. Also, excuse Fluff to
I'm
say. I think he's better than Joker, but it's because once again the interactions he has with his friends.
I think he's more meaningful to other people than Joker is.
Yes, Joker's like the cool leader. This guy is like the meaningful. My life has been changed because you helped me.
Yeah.
Kind of person. So yeah, I think B's good.
Our
bro.
S tier.
100% S.
I don't think he's top of S, but I think he is.
I don't think he's top of S. I would maybe agree with an A, but
No.
that's the only reason is because he's such a sleaze when it comes to the girls. But I like him so much.
Yeah.
He's such a good bro. He's actually intelligent, which we didn't have in Persona 5 with Ryuji.
We didn't have any intelligent characters.
Makoto.
Until
Makoto came around.
That's what I was getting to. Until Makoto came around.
Yeah,
Makoto was the only intelligent character.
Yeah. Yosuke feels like the most rounded character in 4, to me at least. They all feel very rounded, but Yosuke feels like the most rounded.
I'm not sure, but yeah. That's another issue that I have with Persona 4 specifically.
Yes.
And I don't know if 3 is going to be like this. We played 5 first.
Yeah, we reverse ordered it.
Yeah. I hate how fucking horny this game is. I can't fucking stand it at all.
That's the thing. I think Yosuke alone would have been okay.
No, just keep it as Teddie. Let Teddie be...
You can have one character that's that bad, but I don't think all of them.
But I wouldn't ruin Yosuke with it.
No, I would have taken it away from Yosuke, but I think Yosuke is such a strong character that even with that, I don't think it ruins his character.
It subtracts from it, but
it subtracts from it, but I still think he's an S tier even with it.
Yes.
He's actually intelligent, he is a fucking ride or die bro. He full sends into trying to solve the mystery even if it fucks with him. The moment something bad happens to your family, it is it happens to him. He's so ready to throw everything away because something happened to people he cared about. So I'm very okay with S for Yosuke.
Yes.
Chie.
Yeah, I don't have strong feelings about her at all.
I don't either. She grew on me later on, but
She
like
grew
it's
on me where she stopped being like weirdly
annoying.
like aggressive and annoying.
Yeah.
Because my issue wasn't that she was annoying. I didn't find her that annoying, but like she found fault in kind of everything early on.
Yeah,
which I
liked her.
get because she's close friends with Yosuke and he's disgusting when it comes to anything that has female genitalia.
Well, that's the thing, right? I would argue that Yosuke's interactions with Chie is the most okay, which is why I like.
Later.
Well, even in the beginning, before he becomes really sleazy, he becomes sleazy more towards Yukiko and to Rise than he is to Chie. But like, I don't know. I liked her better later on, but I still wouldn't say that I like her as a character a lot.
No, I think she's B tier.
I would put her in C.
Sure.
I would put
I'm
her
not going to argue with you. I think it's B, but I'm not going to argue.
I would be willing to push her up to B. We also didn't fully finish her like social link. We tried. But I like her at the end where she actually is like more intelligent and leans more in towards her instincts for like solving things.
Yeah, to be fair, we got her to rank 9.
Yeah, was it rank 9?
Rank
Okay, well
9.
shit, I thought it was way lower.
No, it was rank 9. So like, unless rank 10 is like a full 360, like
3 hours of lore.
yeah, like I don't think it's gonna add very much. Yukiko, A tier.
Your waifu. A tier?
I don't think she's my waifu, but A tier.
In this game, like she's the closest to a waifu you had, I think.
It's the one that we ended up romancing.
Yeah. You think she's A tier, not S tier?
I don't think she's S tier. I think she's a very real character. She's something that, like, I know this person,
Yes.
and I've known many people like that. I think she's very mature for her age. I think her struggle is real. I think that she's very intelligent.
Oh yeah, the feeling of like wanting to leave the town where you grew
And
up, but like
coming to the opposite decision that most anime and just stories in general are too much of a bitch.
Yes, where she's like, I could leave, but I'm choosing to stay.
She also comes to the conclusion that all of these thoughts and feelings that she has, all this pressure coming from external, it's all in her fucking head.
Yes,
It's
which
fake.
I really appreciate.
That's something that you deal with a lot,
Yes,
where you think people
a
have
lot.
these super high expectations for you, and to be honest, like, other than me, I don't think people think about you all that fucking much.
Well, I think that's majority of humanity, right?
Yeah.
Like we're all like, oh yeah, I'm being embarrassed in public and stuff. Meanwhile, people don't actively.
People don't
People
care
are
that
gonna
much.
forget they saw you by tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, what's
don't.
the last YouTube short you watched? Can you remember?
God no.
Exactly.
I don't like the how innuendo-y she is in the beginning, or how much she sees everything as an innuendo in the
like it.
beginning. But she grows out of that, so I don't have any problems with it.
I like it, it's funny.
I agree with A. Kanji. I love Kanji. I hate how difficult his social link is to start,
Yeah.
but I really like Kanji.
I like that they took because Kanji's not gay. He's
No,
bi.
I would also. I don't even know if he is necessarily bi. He's very socially anxious, and he doesn't really know what he is, right?
Well,
like,
yeah,
he
he's like
himself-
bi-curious.
Yeah, because
not
he's like, he
sure.
might be into guys, but even when he finds out that Naoto's a girl,
Well, it's the whole gender spectrum thing.
yeah,
and the
exactly.
sexuality spectrum.
So I really enjoy the way that they do that with Kanji. He's also like the big scary guy. He loves doing like fabric work and stuff with his mom. He adores his mom.
Yeah.
Him and Naoto are so cute together with their little will they won't they thing.
You and the main, like, Kanji and the main character are also very, like, cute in their little interactions and stuff.
Yeah. Also, Kanji and Rise's interactions are really cute. I don't necessarily like Rise as a character, but I love their
We'll get there.
interactions together.
Yeah.
So I really like Kanji. I don't want to put him lower than an A, I think.
I think A is fine. I'm also very impressed. This game came out in 2008, and they took, like, a character with complex sexuality that he does not fully understand.
Yeah.
And they did it well, and it didn't feel insulting.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It would be very easy to go like he's straight gay, or he like figures out that he's just not.
Well, this is the era of gay humor, right? Or like early to mid to late 2000s was really the gay era. of like making fun of gay people and things that gay people like.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that.
Yeah.
And that's impressive.
At no point did they make fun of it. I also like the like ribbing. What is the correct word for it?
Well, ribbing, but that has dual connotation here. Yeah.
Between Yosuke and Kanji.
Yeah.
Where like, yeah, I've known a lot of people that have come out to gay and their friends are like kind of weird about it, and some of them accept it and some of them just don't. And the like combination of these two together, where Yosuke kind of is weird in the beginning because he doesn't really understand, and the longer the story goes, the more it's just a thing, and they don't shy away from talking about it. They don't like overly riff on him.
Yes.
I really like how they treat Kanji.
Yeah.
I wish that more games had characters like this. I think that a character like this could have been great, or at least the way that they treat Kanji could have been great in something like Danganronpa.
I agree.
Where Chihiro was not treated with the same amount of respect that Kanji was.
Yeah. I agree.
Rise.
D2.
Oh, Rise.
D2. She's annoying. She's really fucking annoying.
I'm so sad about Rise because there are genuine parts of her character that I really enjoy, where she's like actually genuine, she's actually being vulnerable, she's being very authentic. I love that. And then 2 seconds later, she's being really clingy to the main character and being very flirtatious and crying crocodile tears just because she didn't get her way.
It's also just like she's... Okay, not underage by Japanese standards, but she is underage, and she's by far the most of the girls, the most over-sexual, and not over-sexualized, it's just over-sexual. She over-sexualizes herself on purpose all the fucking time.
Yeah,
it's really fucking annoying.
That's why I say I'm kind of sad about it, because I really like her as a character, and then she turns around and does that shit. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to slut shame by any means, but
I am. It's just a hoe.
Unlike with Yosuke, it really feels like it subtracts from her character.
I am not slut shaming. You know what I'm doing? Flip the genders, have a male act like that, and tell me it's okay.
But that's my point. Exactly. Well, I think that's also slut shaming. But regardless, I think by definition. But
no. If a dude comes on to you that hard, like she is, do you think that's okay?
No. But that's my point.
Not
that's
okay.
why I say with Yosuke, I don't think it subtracts from it. Like, I don't agree with it by any means, but I think that he's still a great character despite it. Because I have, like, when you think of Yosuke, of all the good qualities, and then you're like, oh, fuck, right, he's also a perv. Like, you, when I just mentioned it, were like, oh, shit, right.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, when you talk about Rise,
that's
you
the
immediately...
only thing that I can think about.
Exactly.
The biggest thing that annoys me is that she's by far your most powerful confidant in battle.
Yes.
And I hate that a lot. Because she feels fabricated.
Yeah.
She feels like they wanted to make something as likable as possible, so characters would be as driven as possible to interact with it as much as possible, so that you could get the skills.
But that's why I say, if she just didn't come on as hard, it would have been weirdly more okay to me if she came on that much to everyone.
Or to someone who wasn't you.
Yeah. Or if she was like a little less flirtatious, but it was to everyone, right? In the beginning, she is flirtatious toward Yosuke, and it's not like as bad as it is towards our MC later on.
Also, even in battle, she does these really gross call-outs all the fucking time.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Unlike everything else, you can't avoid it. So every time that you...
It grates on you a lot.
Every time you use a fire skill, it's like, she'll go like, oh my god, you're really getting me going. Like, just over and over for 100 hours.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's really annoying.
I love her character design so much, but she just grates on me so much.
I think she has the worst character design of all the females, but sure.
I don't know. I like her little pigtails. It's cute.
I like it too, but like of all the other females in the game, she has the worst character design.
I'm not a classically trained artist, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
Sure.
Naoto. I love the fuck out of Naoto.
Cross-dressing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
I'd be either high A or S with Yosuke.
I would say low S.
Sure, we can put her in low S. But yeah, once again, phenomenal treatment. This is how Chihiro should have been treated.
Probably.
Because Naoto is a girl, she dresses like a boy.
I love that Naoto's a little kid, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing. She's as old as Kanji and Rise.
No, that's not what I mean.
But she's tiny.
No, internally. Right?
Oh yeah, she's like a kid playing detective.
It's really cute.
It's so cute. She wants to be a help. She wants to like solve mysteries and stuff. Like, once again, something that Persona does really well is talking about women within male-dominated fields. Like,
yeah.
Sai and Makoto had this, and now in this
I'm
game...
a Final Fantasy boy. I'm a hoe for that shit. I love it.
So, yeah,
love it.
Naoto is a girl who's, like, she thinks the only way that she can make it as a detective is by cross-dressing and being a guy.
Well, no, actually. The game goes out of its way to describe that all the detectives that she read about were male.
Yeah.
It wasn't about like, oh, to succeed in like the law enforcement industry. It's just her idea that she had.
I think she got it in her head that all of the detectives that she read about are guys.
Yeah.
And therefore she had to be a guy to be as good a detective as them.
Yes.
Yeah. Her free time events are so cute, where you have to go find the little like things that she made as a kid to like be a detective. Speaking of, I also really like Yosuke's final, like, free time event, where you just have, like, a bro brawl. It tickles my, like, brain so much.
Yes, the writers very clearly, I would not be surprised that they went around with, like, people that they're close to.
Yeah.
And wrote about things that really happened.
Yeah.
Or experiences, mental experiences that these people actually go through.
Yeah. I also love the way that Naoto is treated in the pageant, like, little thing.
Where she doesn't come out
in a swimsuit. I am so glad that they treat her that way, because she would never want to, and they do not try to, like, shoehorn her in there for fan service. I've said it before, I love her and Kanji's dynamic. Yeah. The little skiing scene where he's helping her to learn how to ski is the cutest shit.
It's very cute.
So yeah, my OTP is these two together. So yeah. Teddie.
F. Below Rise.
I'm so sad about Teddie.
I hate that he has a human form. He gets so much worse when he has a human form. He is a perv. He's really annoying. He constantly talks to you. Even in combat, he's constantly open his fucking yap and screaming at you. I hate that he's voiced by Sam Riegel, because I like Sam Riegel.
We love Sam Riegel. That's the other sad thing.
But he's constantly squealing into the fucking microphone.
The two that annoy us the most, which are these, I'm just gonna put her there for a second, are voiced by people we genuinely like. We love Laura Bailey and Sam Riegel.
Yes.
But yeah, no, God. The sad thing is, Teddie has the cutest interactions with Nanako, which is this baby. We love this baby.
Don't put Teddie anywhere near Nanako.
And
This is a school zone.
I love their interactions together, and Nanako loves him. Yes. But he is worse than Rise when it comes to being overtly sexual. He keeps touching on the girls. He keeps trying to...
He keeps groping them.
Yes.
Which is way worse than what Yosuke
does. Yosuke, like, talks about, like, wanting to see them in bikini. He doesn't even want to see them naked. Yosuke just wants to see girls in pretty clothing.
Pretty much.
And Teddie...
And have them squeeze his back on a motorcycle.
Yeah, but I think that's one of those things where, like, it's not directed at anyone. It's just this thing in his own head.
Well, his thing is that it's not even these girls. It's just girls in general.
Yeah, he's a teenage boy that wants a girlfriend, man.
Yeah, he's just desperate.
It makes sense. But fucking Teddie is sexual towards any fucking thing that fucking moves. I will say I do like his relationship with Yosuke when they're actually being bros and he's not being a gross fucking pervert.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'm so sad because when we first saw Teddie, we were so excited because he was so cute and we immediately were like, that's Sam Riegel, and we were so excited. And the longer it went on, the more we were like, we hate this.
Yes. Igor.
I don't have particularly strong feelings about Igor, actually.
C tier.
Yeah, put him in the middle of the pack. He's just kind of a little weird dude. He's always been a little weird dude.
I like his character design a lot.
Yes, his character design's so fucking
That's
cool.
about where it stops.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Love that. But yeah, I don't have a lot to say about him.
Margaret.
But I think you're not supposed to have a lot to say about him. I think he's purposefully very,
you don't get to know anything about him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Margaret. I don't know how I feel about Margaret.
We did one rank of her social link. And
her social links are hard to do. It's the same as the twins.
I would put her in triple question mark. I don't know how to feel about her. Her voice acting's fucking weird. She acts like a robot. But maybe if I max out her social link, she is a robot. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's like a puppet that's been erected by whatever god being that controls the multiverse.
Yeah, if that comes to light at the end of our last boss fight that we haven't finished, we'll let you know.
But
yeah,
over here.
Yeah, she has the same unfortunate problem that the twins have.
Yes.
Where in order to kind of get her social link started, you have to get certain personas with certain skills, and like by the time that we got around to really paying attention to that, it was kind of too late in the game for us to really pay that the attention that it needs.
Before we get to the things I actually like, let's take this fuck, because I don't want to end on him.
Buckle the fuck up.
Adachi.
Because guess what?
I fucking called it.
You called this from day one.
Incels are my Garfield.
I'll have to put an infographic with that fucking video from Super Eye Patch Wolf.
Yes.
But yeah.
I see them in everything I love. They keep following me. His
That's the worst part. Before we even realized that, like, because once again, massive spoiler alert. He ends up throwing people into, or the first two people into TVs because he wanted to fuck them, and the girls said no.
He's an incel.
But before we even knew this, from the moment he appeared, you called out that he was so fucking sus, and I was like, I don't know, man. He just seems incompetent, and you were like, there ain't no way in hell.
That is how nice guys act.
Yeah. That's
Goofy, incompetent, and smiling all the time. You know why that set off so many fucking alarm bells to me? You know Bentelect?
Oh my god, he does act like Bentelect.
Exactly.
Oh no.
Just the weird, pervy incel.
No. Oh no. Oh no.
You see it too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He looks like Bentelect.
Exactly. I hate him. I hate him not because he's a villain. I hated him the moment he was on screen.
Yeah, you just really didn't vibe with him from the beginning.
Because he gives rape vibes.
This is the... he does give rape vibes.
Exactly.
This is the opposite, I think, of Maruki. Where you looked at Maruki and you were like, there's something about him. You don't know what it is yet.
I don't know what it is with Maruki now.
Yeah, we haven't... We at some point are going to replay Persona 5. Because we unfortunately missed out on the Maruki line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you told me, that like Maruki tickles your brain in a way that you feel compelled to go talk to him more and you want to know more about him, but in a good way. Whereas I think both of us had the thing with Adachi where we were like, we don't really want to hang out with him.
No. He's like the cockroach that's dead on the bottom of your shoe, where you just like don't want to look at it.
All of the social links that we actually did with him was him complaining that a nice old lady kept giving him food and thought that he was her son or some shit, and that just
has the same name. She didn't actually think that, but
yeah.
still, yeah.
But yeah, the fact that he's constantly leeching off of our dad. He's constantly fucking complaining that he's hungry and shit, but when people do offer him food, he's, like, ungrateful about it.
And slacking off all the time.
He's always slacking off. He's always, like, fucking running his mouth.
Yep.
And he's a fucking incel that killed 2 people and set off a bunch of...
You could just say incel, and I would put him in F tier.
I know. I am fully aware.
Fuck
But yeah,
him.
he's just a fucking incel bastard that set off basically horrendous shit because a girl didn't want to fuck him.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I don't care what else happens. His social link could be great for all I know. One day we'll replay 4 and I'll find out.
Yes.
But as of right now, and probably as of then, I fucking hate him.
I
He
agree.
also was basically directly involved with almost killing in the first time that we played it, and then almost killing one of our favorite fucking characters in this entire fucking thing, which is
Yeah.
Nanako.
Yes.
So no, he deserves to be right where he is.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Teddie, if you were better and not so sexual, you wouldn't be next to this fuck. Do you want to pick out the other 2 killers as well so that we can get them out of the way and have good times for the rest of the thing?
No, I'm good with the options.
Are you happy that you got your
Yeah,
Garfield out of the way?
Because he keeps looking at me. I'm sitting to the right of the fucking screen. So
Oh, he is looking to the side.
he's looking directly into my
He's
eyes.
mocking you. Now,
Ko
your
and
favorite boy. Yeah, they have to be together. They
You
are a
cannot put
package deal. You cannot break them up.
S.
This is my other OTP.
Top of S tier.
You think they're top?
I think
Better
Ko-
than Yosuke?
I think Ko and Yosuke, or Ko and Daisuke, are better than Yosuke, not by much.
This is the other, like, Persona 4 is just really good with male relationships.
Yes.
Like, genuine good friendship. Like, Daisuke is such a fucking bro. You also...
I know Daisuke in real life.
I know Daisuke's too.
Where it's like, hey, I'm not good with the whole emotions thing. I know you're into that shit. Could you please go talk to this guy?
JJ?
Well, that too. But no,
Yeah.
just like, could you please go talk to him? I think like you could actually help him, and I have done that, and it means a lot.
We also, the thing that's really fascinating to me is that there are options for certain social links. So the culture group, right?
Yeah.
Where I noticed only Yumi is here.
Yeah.
But there is another girl that you could choose, like depending on which of the culture clubs you join.
Yeah.
They physically have their names. These 2 do not have their individual names, even though we chose basketball, so we chose Ko.
No, they're a package deal.
They're a package deal. You do not get one without the other.
I also love that they're the strength persona,
Yes.
because they're your like guy leisure group,
Yeah. So
which I love that.
yeah, I also Ko's like entire story, like because the majority
So
of the
real.
story is Ko, who's talking about like his family's expectations of him, the fact that he's adopted, that his dad was told that he couldn't have kids, and then they had a daughter, feeling isolated, feeling lost, not knowing who he is anymore. But yeah, he does remind me of people that I actually know in
Yeah.
life, right? Where they feel lost, they don't know what to do, like they're kind of trying to find their place in the universe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the fact
And
that
then he does, and it
yeah,
works out
he
really well.
goes back to the orphanage. He tries to find out his real family. Like, he finds that there are people that care for him, even if, like, he thinks there aren't. He talks to his family. His family basically goes, like, you're an idiot for thinking we don't love you.
I also love that as it's kind of a sub-theme of the entirety of Persona 4, which is your perception of people's expectations versus their actual expectations.
Yeah.
Your perception of it is way higher.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, just looking at this grouping up here, right? Like, Ko thinks that people don't care about him because the expectations that were on him his entire life have now lessened. Yosuke has all these expectations of himself that he thinks other people are putting on him.
Yep.
Naoto thinks she has to be a guy to be a good detective. Kanji thinks he has to be like the super manly man to be worth anything. Yukiko thinks that she has to like be a manager at the inn. They all have these expectations of themselves
Yep.
that they think are being put on them by external forces, and it's not.
Yeah.
So yeah, love these two. I also love that Daisuke's, like, they're a little fucking quipping back and forth.
That's fun.
Is amazing.
It's so real.
It's such realistic fucking dialogue. We can't really explain.
No, it's
Like,
just...
go play Persona 4. if
Well,
you have
if you're
if you have
watching
100 hours.
If you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure either you've been spoiled for like the entirety of Persona, or you've played it. D tier.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't
like. I'm sorry.
The whole point is that you're not supposed to. It's like Paris Hilton gets a heart.
Yeah.
It's like the whole point.
Yeah. You did most of her social links alone. I wasn't there for it.
She gets better, and she's never fixed. That's about it.
She's never fixed, but she's not like awful anymore.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Then you get
That's
why
fair.
it's that way and stuff. But
Well, I'm
like,
assuming it's like one of those daddy has a lot of money but never gives me any attention and stuff kind of things.
yeah, and just like she's been transferred around. It's the same fucking story you get everywhere, and the people in the comments are going to defend it, and I'm gonna tell you you're wrong.
Hey, at least she's up in B.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Haley stands didn't get that luxury.
I don't care. Anyway.
Yes, the fox. I love that there's a random fucking fox that will go into the TV with us and
Top of
heal
B
us
tier.
and stuff. Top of B?
Top of B tier.
Yeah.
Or bottom of A.
I'd put him here next to us. Yeah, unfortunately he is a animal and his interactions with us are kind of
just yipping.
Yeah, he literally just yip. And sometimes he gives a shit. And like he lives at the shrine and he has a little apron. And
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not at least top of B, then you're wrong.
Yes.
Mitsuo.
Mitsuo. I fucking called this too.
Yeah, we thought that it was gonna be a bigger thing.
No, I told you that he was going to be some kind of accomplice or something.
No,
Not a big
yeah,
deal.
but I thought he was basically going to be this guy
No.
in like role.
Sure.
D-
D tier.
No, I want to put him here. Like,
He's weird and pervy and gross.
yes.
He is uncomfortable to be around. His he's just another fucking incel.
I wanted to say he's here because he's mad. Remember when he talks to Yukiko and he's mad at her like, "Oh, now you see me." Like, "Oh, fuck off, guy."
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Society treats young guys bad. I get it. But
don't
also, like, the way that yeah.
I was once a teenager and I was disabled. Fuck you. Like, I didn't turn into a fucking incel.
I think unfortunately this kind of people are like very common, and unfortunately people with no strong male role models are in danger of becoming this. But I think well, yeah, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that you ultimately have to make that choice.
Yes.
And I think that Mitsuo chose wrong.
Of course he did.
You fucking love Marie.
Marie's so fucking weird.
She is so fucking weird.
She's so fucking weird. I love her. She's just you. She's so fucking weird. A weck outwaist.
Oh, weck always.
S. Not top of S though.
No,
I would put her below Yosuke and above Naoto.
Yeah, I'm willing to put her there.
Yeah.
Also, her entire thing with major spoilers. We only found out about this yesterday, and we were both like, I was shook. You fucking called this shit as well.
Yeah.
She is part of the goddess Izanami,
Yes.
who is our Persona's twin sister. She is way more important than I would have guessed from the beginning of this game if
Yeah.
I was playing it alone.
Yep.
She is incredibly interesting. She's very willing to sacrifice herself to save the entirety
She's so
of the world.
stylish too.
She has such a cool outfit.
She has the best character design to me.
I'd be willing to say that, yeah.
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 She sticks out so much. Even just like look at the tier list right now. Right?
Yeah,
She sticks out.
yeah.
So.
But
easily.
it's because everyone else wears dark clothes, right? And she wears like bright white.
The bright white with the hat.
Yeah. I love that fucking hat.
I love her so much.
She also, the chocolates that she gives you on Valentine's Day, that's actively pulsating.
But they taste good.
They taste good, but now there's a thing living in our stomach.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've already...
I'm kind of upset that Izanami isn't here, but you don't really have character interaction with.
Oh, yeah. We should talk about that. This fuck. Right? When you go on the school trip, there's a guy in the cutscene that looks like the person that way in the beginning of the thing you see at the gas station. And this one was like, oh wait, what if the gas station person is the person behind it all? And then that person didn't end up being the gas station attendant, and we kind of like, okay, whatever. And then it ends up being the gas station attendant!
Yeah, it was wearing the same outfit. You know what's hilarious?
Yes.
I can
I
can do that in every like media ever. I'm the worst person to watch a movie with if you don't like being spoiled by predictions. Yeah. By the way, I never look anything up.
No, he really does. That's what makes it frustrating as fuck.
It's fun though. It's a fun little game to play. But no, like it's hilarious to me. I cannot remember like 99% of characters' names, but I can do this shit.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
You called that the gas station workers because all of this happened on the same school trip where you're like, yeah, they're talking about Izanagi and Izanami. Huh, our persona's name is Izanagi.
Izanami's gonna be important.
Yeah. Hey, that person kind of looks like the gas station attendant.
It is. Well, the gas station attendant's character model is never used, unlike all the others. Right? Where the gas station attendant you never see again. Yeah. Because they outright tell you that you never see them again. Yeah. But it's a white and red.
It's mostly red.
Fair warning, I'm colorblind. So if I say wrong colors, that
it's okay, I'll help you. Don't worry.
But it's like a white and red tracksuit with a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking hard to miss. Yeah. Especially when you look at the same 20 character models.
I will also say the way that they do that, where like every character that has a distinct model has a character portrait, and they never show that character portrait until you call them out at the end of the game, and suddenly they have a character portrait. So yeah, if you had to put Izanami somewhere, where would you put her?
Oh, surely just because like
you called that crap?
How hard it is to get, even in the dialogue options, if you pick wrong once, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, right? so to give you guys an idea, Persona 4 has, I think, 6 or 7 established endings.
I have no idea.
Nanako dies and the person doesn't get caught. Nanako lives and the person doesn't get caught. Nanako lives, the person gets caught, but the mastermind doesn't. Like, Nanako lives, the fucking person gets caught, the mastermind does. All of that, but you side with the mastermind. All of that, but you fucking got the true ending. All of that, but you get the golden ending. There's like 7 endings. Yeah. And we chose wrong multiple times. And we're like, that doesn't feel right. Because like, he's played a lot of Final Fantasy. We've both played Persona 5.
Final Fantasy doesn't have different endings.
Yeah, but you have the feel of what the final battle should be, right? Because JRPGs tend to end on, as you've called it, angelic god battles.
Yes. Yeah, that is kind of the like, there is the big boss. So in Final Fantasy X, you fight Seymour. Yes. And then after you fight Seymour, you fight like the big ultimate big bad, which is Sin.
So
like that's the whole thing. Seymour is the like hard fight. Yeah.
And then the gods happen. Yeah.
And then like in Persona 5, you fight like the big bad.
Yeah, you fight Shido, and then you go into Mementos and you fight God.
Yes.
So yeah, we kind of had an idea of like what the final battle should be, and we thought we chose right the first time, and then there was massive time skip that happened where we were both like, that doesn't seem right.
Yes. To be fair, we got like a good ending.
We did get a good ending in our first try. And then we got a bad ending because we tried to go opposite. And then we went through the fucking walkthrough to just get through that section to try to get on the right track.
I only read like one, like A4.
No, I went onto like a spoiler-free page where it's just like, just give me the fucking things. Don't tell me what else happens. I just need to know how to get past this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to Like, that's the only thing we really did.
The only reason that we ever had that is I refused to use the prompt that says calm down once. Because that is, like, always the worst option.
Yeah, no, that's not what you do. If there's an actual confrontation.
You would never do that.
No, because then people get more mad.
They hit you with the, I am calm, right? Like, then why are you screaming, right?
So, yeah, no.
But Yosuke is Yosuke, and he's a real person who actually listens to you, and he's your bro, so when you tell him to calm down, he actually does.
Yeah. But you have to get to the calm down prompt, which was the big problem.
Yep.
So where would you put the gas station attendant?
S. The reason I would put it S is not for the character, but just because it's so hidden, it's so cool. It is foreshadowed so much, and it happens at the very start of the game.
Yeah, it happens at the very start, and like
literally
you
the
could
first scene.
Forget all of that happened.
Everyone
That's the
does,
other thing.
except
Even if
everyone does except Nanako. Nanako is the only person who remembers.
Well, that's the thing. Even if you do, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it again. Look at my leg. Even if you do everything right and you get through Marie's dungeon, which is the hidden golden dungeon, and you say goodbye to all your friends, you have to actively go against what the game tells you at that point. Like, even though you talk to everyone, you make sure that you talk to every single one of your rank 10 confidants. And then it's like, do you want to go home? And at that point, you theoretically have nothing else to do.
There
You
are so
talk
many
to everyone.
stages that you need to go through.
It is so difficult to get, and it is so fucking cool when you get it.
One of the things that set me off.
Look at my fucking arm.
One of the things that set me off with Izanami as well is that kind of like perked up my ears. Is Persona uses voice acting somewhat sparingly.
Yes. The gas station had a voice.
Why, right?
Oh, that's cool.
It has a voice and a unique character model, but no character portrait, which I didn't notice at the very start. I picked up that it was weird that they had a voice. Because why? But I assumed at the time that it was like, oh, you're getting into the game.
Here's the thing, I paid it no mind because you have like the students on your way to school that do talk.
They talk, but they don't have voices.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
So I didn't pay it any mind because I was like, oh, I guess it's just...
It was weird that they had a unique character model that's never reused.
Yeah.
And like, I assumed that it was like a kind of warm intro to like, okay, you're gonna have to read, but let's not make the character read that early.
Yeah.
Just get them into like, the
just
first
step
hour.
in. Yeah. So it was fucking cool. If I remember how to use DaVinci, I'll put like right here.
Yeah. S.
Okay. So now that we've had our rant about Izanami, Namatame.
S. Not because he's a good person. I think that Persona uses him so fucking well. Holy shit.
Yes. I don't know if I put him in S. I think I put him in A.
I put him above Yukiko in A.
Yeah.
He is... I didn't even see it coming.
That he wasn't actually the end?
No. I saw that coming. I saw that he was a tool.
I saw that
he was a tool.
Yeah, the thing that's really cool is that the delivery driver aspect of it.
The delivery driver aspect, I didn't see that at all. I didn't pay the delivery driver any mind at all. And
the only reason I paid it mind...
I didn't think that he thought it was a good thing that he was doing.
I thought, I later on started thinking that, like, because he was talking about, we saw the, like, this was very late, like, before he kidnaps Nanako, where it was a case of, like, he wanted to save them, and I thought that maybe he was misunderstanding what he was doing. Because when this fucker came along, I was like, there's no way in hell it's him, and he, like, seems to have a different view of it than this guy. Regardless, the fact that he was a delivery driver was fucking cool as hell. The only reason I clocked it is because when we have the idol performance at Jeunesse, Yosuke calls out this guy. Yep. And it is a blink and you miss it moment.
What's interesting is that I missed it. You called it out and I was still like, okay.
It's such a blink and you miss thing because Yosuke basically, like, we were kind of like at that point, like, okay, fucking re-say whatever the fuck you're saying.
I didn't miss it. I knew something was up, but I assumed it was the gas station guy.
Yeah, no, he was wearing full green with like a cap.
I realized.
I thought it was like a sanitation worker. But Yosuke called him out and I was like, that's weird that there's dialogue for that. Yeah, the entire thing where, like, the TV shadow almost fucking cucks him. You can choose to just murder this guy.
What's really interesting, like, I realized this entire video, as much as we are, like, character tier list, right?
Yeah, it's just talking about Persona 4.
It's just jacking off Persona. But the reason that I think that set off kind of alarm bells for you, and it also sort of did for me, is Persona as a series, at least the 2 games that we played, for as fucking long as they are, 100 hours plus, they don't waste words.
Especially not if it's in your main thing.
No.
That's the thing. They'll quote unquote waste words with, like, character interactions, but they're not wasting words. They're building up these characters and they're building up these relationships so that you care about them.
Yes.
So, like, as much as Teddie is an annoying little piece of shit, when he has good character moments with Nanako and with Yosuke...
To be fair, I think Teddie is supposed to be annoying to 50% of the audience and adorable to 50%.
Well, that's the thing. I think they're trying to play into, like, the innocence, right?
Yep.
And the naivety and the, like, I don't know what's right and wrong. However, unfortunately, he just kind of falls flat for us because that kind of is a aspect that we're just not super into, right?
I hate pervy dudes, and the only thing I hate more than pervy dudes are pervy girls.
Yeah, super pervy. Where your main if you're describing a character and the very first word that you think of is pervy or sexual, I'm not gonna like that character. I'm sorry.
I'm okay with sexual. I think sexual or sensual is fine.
I think it depends on how it's treated. Yeah, Moxie's treated very well, but that's the thing. She's sexy, but that's like it's treated as like a
strong woman.
She is this and also sexy. At least that's how I read Moxie.
To me, I read it the opposite direction, where, like, she's a hot girl that can kick ass, and she's not a hot girl that's like titties flying out and like anime bullshit, right? Yeah. It's just like, yeah, she's hot. She knows that a bunch of people are really into her, and she pays them no mind.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes me mad about.
Which is really cool.
That's the thing that makes me mad about Rise, because if she was like flirty and sexual and she like kind of was like, oh, I'm above this, I would have liked her more. But she's so unabashedly into the main character, and the main character is so not into her, at least in our playthrough.
That's why I like Yukiko. Because Yukiko is just like, oh, a guy was flirting with me. At this point, Yukiko is so numb to people coming on to her that she just doesn't care. But
the thing that I don't like about Rise is it feels very much like there are like 2 guys in this entire game that are not into Rise. And it's almost like she's offended by it and doubles down on flirting with them and only them.
Tries even harder,
yeah, which I don't like. Like, no means no, consent. Fuck
and
her.
It goes in both directions. It's not just like guy on girl, it's girl on guy too.
Yes. Yeah. So now, very strong last 3 have Yumi. I didn't like Yumi to begin with. I really like her now.
I don't know. I would put her as a high B tier.
I'd put her either high B or low A, and I'm leaning towards low A. But I think it's because I relate too much to like...
Yes.
Because Yumi is the kind of character where like she unfortunately like has a really bad home life with her dad abandoning her and her mom. And throws herself into drama club to kind of cope with her running away from yeah, but that's my point, right? Because as like a young teenager and stuff, when I started to get exactly, so I really
it's like the universal rite of passage.
There is no unique experience.
No.
So I relate a lot to that, and also the like I had a really good relationship with my dad before he passed away, but kind of feeling like you don't know who you are anymore after something like that, where you're just like, I don't know what the fuck and who the fuck I am now. Like, I feel lost, I feel like I've been dislodged from my place in the world, and kind of trying to do something from there, and like her being like, yeah, she's gonna try fucking everything because like she's done running away from her life is really inspiring, and I wish I could do more of that.
That's another thing about Yukiko that I love.
Yeah.
Even after even after
We're all over the place on this tier list.
I don't think it matters anymore. I think anyone watching this is just like, they want to listen to someone jack off Persona 4 for like the 15th time.
Yeah.
Which, fair.
Relatable.
No, like Yukiko, I love that she signs up for all of these courses and stuff.
Yes.
To get all of these certifications.
Yes.
And then she decides that she's going to stay at the Amagi Inn.
Yeah.
And become the manager. And she's still doing the courses. I love that. I love that she sees the value and like having learned all of these things, even if she doesn't need it. Yeah. I'm one of those people where like I'm just constantly kind of learning things and working and stuff and getting certifications and doing projects, not because I need to, I don't, but like I just
love learning.
I just love doing that stuff.
I also, now that I look at Yosuke again, I love the fact that like, because I relate strongly. My first job was working for like the bar that my parents have had since I was a kid.
Yeah.
It is strongly relatable that even though he's not in a managerial position, not at all. He's a normal fucking worker, but because you're related to like the person that owns this or the actual manager, people assume that you can pull strings and stuff for them.
Yeah.
And I really relate to that with him as well.
He's weirdly mature.
Yosuke is weirdly mature. I also. His relationship with Saki, right? Which Saki is not on this tier list, unfortunately. I really would have liked her to be.
Yeah, but she's only like
She's only here for a little bit,
like
but I mean,
3 lines.
Still, I think she's so fucking important to the story. I think. I would also have had like our teachers here. And Hanako. Hanako would have been way higher on this tier list than she has any right to be.
Hanako?
The really, like, the fat chick?
Oh.
Hanako.
Hanako.
You know Hanako.
Oh,
She would have been, like, up here just for the like, I'm gonna just grab one of these to illustrate because I don't think my mouse is showing. She would have been somewhere here just because she's so fucking amusing. Also, once again, random jumping here, I love the fact that none of the girls can cook. The only one that can cook, even kind of, is Naoto, and it's because she uses a cookbook. This one poisons you multiple times, this one poisons you multiple times, and this one tries to murder you.
Yukiko learns.
She does learn.
She learns.
Only because Naoto insists that they use a cookbook.
Well, that too, but like, she has the chefs at the Amagi Inn teach her how to make food.
Yeah, she's genuinely trying to, like, learn how to cook better, and she does, and that's... I love that.
That's amazing. I love her.
I love that.
Maybe she should be S.
Your bias is showing.
I don't know. I love her a lot.
Here's the thing. I would put her in S, but then the S tier is going to get really full because you are very wrong if you think these two are not going in S.
Yeah, no.
Because I'm sorry, we're going to... How high do you want Dojima?
Dojima is top.
And Nanako is above him.
Yes.
So, we'll start with Dojima. He's just my dad.
He's just your dad.
He is this really good detective who's genuinely trying to protect the people.
Such a good dad.
He
tries so hard.
He's trying so hard to actively protect the town and make sure that criminals get caught. And he's trying really hard to take care of his daughter, but he can't be in both places at once. And the really nice thing is throughout the course of the game, he does actively go and he's like, yeah, I know that you guys need me at the police station, but my daughter needs me more, and I'm the only the only parent she has left.
Yeah.
He is so protective. He obviously, when we initially tell him about the TV world, he's like, you're fucking insane. And the moment Nanako's in danger, he's like, he doesn't fucking care. Whoever needs to do what to save his little girl, go ahead. He gets in a car accident trying to desperately save her.
Yes.
Like, he's such a good dad. The fucking, when he's helping us build the snowman, made me cry. like him trying to like.
You're not the man of the house yet.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
You're so
His interactions with, like, I'm sorry, I know we're his nephew. His interaction with his kids are the cutest.
Well, he
thing.
outright tells.
Yeah, he tells us that like he considers us his like
little brother.
Yeah, well, Nanako considers us her big brother, and he considers us like he does say he considers us like a little brother and like his kid,
like a younger brother.
The talks between them at the dinner table is so precious.
The walks outside.
Walk out, yeah, when he's like, let's go take a walk outside to talk because they don't want to upset Nanako. God, I love Dojima so much.
I love him so much.
It really is just indicative that he just reminds me a lot of my dad. He
the
wears the same fucking outfit.
Yeah.
Persona 4 just wanted to give me a kick in the dick. When he's like,
stop kicking my heart in the dick.
Yeah. When he's like, yeah, he already bought our train ticket, but like he'll talk to his sister. Maybe we can come back sooner rather than later. Like, God,
I love him so much.
The only person that has made me cry more than Dojima is fucking baby girl up here.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You want to hear something? I don't think I've talked about this with you yet.
Yeah.
The reason that Nanako gets me so fucking hard is because she reminds me of you. Yeah. She deals with so much shit.
Oh, yeah.
And she is so exposed to so much shit.
Well, yeah, her dad is like the police chief. Her mom is dead, unfortunately.
Yeah. And she cries, and then you can watch her character model like Charlie Horse herself to stop crying.
Yeah.
And shit.
I think she's 6, maybe 7 when we first meet her. She's 7 by the time she gets kidnapped. But yeah, she is down for everything. Her favorite thing in this entire fucking town is the convenience store.
Well, that's why she reminds me, like, that, and then also this, which is that, like, you know, you and I, if I'm about to drive somewhere, like, you and I go places, do things.
Yes.
And
if anyone knows Minion, the dog, like...
which, that's what I do with Hugh, and that's what she's like.
Yeah.
She just wants to hang out with people. She just wants to be around people. She just wants to go places and do things.
And our entire friend group, like,
is so
they adore Nanako. And
she's
Nanako
the little sister of the
adores
entire
them.
friend group.
Yeah, fucking Yosuke sees her the first time. And he's like, well, we're adopting this, aren't we?
Yeah, like a goblin in D&D.
Yeah, they're all so fond of her. She's so bubbly. She's so happy. Like, she gets so excited to have a vegetable garden.
Yes, which is another thing that reminds me of you. Yeah, just
Plant.
If I told you, like, today that, like, hey, I have a patch of dirt, do you want to start a vegetable garden?
Oh, yeah, I'd be so fucking down.
Exactly.
She, I think
so pure, man.
Early in the game, she's like, yeah, she feels alone and stuff, and we're like, yeah, well, we're here now, and she immediately starts calling us big bro. Ruined me.
Another thing that really gets me with her is it would have been so easy to water her down and make her cheap by making her weird. And they didn't. And I'm so happy.
What do you mean by that?
You could have given her like a weird personality or whatever, which, like, I love Futaba, but I think Futaba would have been better if Futaba was less autistic.
Man.
I like her a lot as an autistic person. Like, I like her a lot. It's just there's so much more emotional impact with Nanako, because Nanako is just a sweet, kind, you know, not used to anything little girl. And she's not weird and wacky or kind of insulting or passive-aggressive or anything. She's just a little girl.
The thing that catches me about Nanako, and we had this conversation back when we first watched Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh, yeah.
Where the concept of little kids understand things that are... They shouldn't have to understand it. Nanako shouldn't have to understand the fact that her dad...
The pen scene.
Yeah, the pen scene for Kana. Was it a pen or was it a backpack?
She needed a new backpack.
Oh no, it was a keychain, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where they understand the fact, like in Kana's case, understands the fact that they don't have the money for the keychain. She really wants it, but they just don't have the money, and she puts it back. Nanako shouldn't have to understand that, hey, right now there are things that are more important to your daddy than being here with you.
Yeah.
And she does, and it sucks, and you can see she hates it, right? But she grins and bears it.
She has one emotional outburst
and that's in her free time events.
Yeah.
That's not even in the main fucking story.
She has one emotional outburst where she's like, "I hate you, Daddy." And
you're not my real dad.
Yeah, you're
because
my
because she asks like, are things out there more important to him than me?
Yeah.
And like, are they more real to him than I am?
Yeah.
And that shit's heart-wrenching. A little 6-year-old girl should not be dealing with that crap.
It's fucking true too. Like, if you spend 99% of your time on like work and anything other than your daughter, and 1% of your time on your daughter, then that's not you're not their real dad.
Yeah. But no, she has such cute interactions with everyone. Excuse us. The watermelon eating scene where they like all come together to eat the watermelon is so cute. The fact that she's so excited to get a katatsu that works. The fact that she's so excited to go to Juness with the others.
Yeah.
Like every festival that we go to, we have her come along and she's so excited. Like she is a ray of sunshine in this game.
Yes, which I appreciate that they keep it that way.
Yes. And I think if she was anything else, the scene in the hospital would not be so fucking devastating.
Yes.
Because not only do they kill a kid, they kill the sunshine pinnacle of light in this game.
Yes.
And if you choose wrong, she stays dead. She doesn't come back.
Yep.
And that's one wrong choice.
You know what's another really cool thing for me about Dojima?
Yeah.
He like freaks out and he's like, where is the guy, right? The killer.
Yeah.
And every time that he interacts with the killer after that, and like during that whole event and everything,
yeah,
he never meant to cause him any harm at all. And it's very clear.
I think right after Nanako dies,
I don't think he would have.
I don't think he would have killed him. I think he would have probably punched him in the face.
I don't even think so.
I think he would have, just in that moment of absolute grief addled state.
I agree.
I think he would have probably tried to, but it would be more of like a push, like.
But remember how he treats Adachi, where there's not even a flicker of violence in that man.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing.
Which is why I love
Well,
him.
here's the thing. The reason I think he would have hit him is because this guy, he didn't kill Nanako. He did kidnap his kid.
Yeah.
And if he at that moment already hyped up from adrenaline because this fucker kidnapped his kid,
yes,
I think he would have still punched him.
Yep.
I think the reason he doesn't try to do anything to Adachi is he was his partner for a long time, so there's a metric of respect there. But also, as far as Dojima knows, Adachi never did anything directly to Nanako.
Yep.
But I do agree with you. I don't think that he would have killed him. I think he would have basically tried to punch him.
I don't even think he would have. But yeah.
But I don't think it would have gone more than that, if it even did escalate to that.
Yeah. Can we also talk about Atlas's balls? To include a whole boss fight in several sections and everything, related specifically only to Persona 4 Golden, that you can just miss entirely.
Well, I mean, can we talk about Atlas's balls in fucking Persona 5?
Yeah.
Because yeah, you're right, that you need to, it's the same fucking thing now that I think about it. The only difference is that you can still interact with Marie right up to the end.
Yes.
Which you can't do with Maruki.
No.
But yeah, I love that Atlas does that, where they just go, what about we make this elaborate fucking dungeon with an elaborate boss and an entirely different story ending that you can just miss?
Atlas is just like some of the greatest writers, directors, and like musicians in the entire world that heard that they could go work for a different company for more money, and they just went, no thank you.
We're good here, thanks.
And Atlas's games, like Persona, is popular, but my god, it's nowhere near as popular as literally anything else in the same vein
that they make. Yeah.
No. Just like Persona versus Final Fantasy. Persona is not even anywhere close. I mean, Persona 4 Golden is a fucking PS Vita game. No one bought the PS Vita. It was a failed console. The PS Vita is a sick fucking console. I love it, but no one bought one. And
they put this gem with a fucking entire like extra dungeon and hidden stories and multiple endings on that thing.
Yeah, and then they like released every like Persona 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Have some of the best music, not of any game, of anything that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like, I unironically listen to the Persona soundtrack for fun.
But it's excellent. It's so excellent.
Yeah. And all of them.
Yeah.
Like, I listen to all of the Persona.
Yeah, Atlas team are just fucking talented as shit, man.
They're too talented. They're too fucking talented. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is our tier list, which turned more into a rant about how good Persona 4 is.
And how good Atlas is. And
yeah, fucking Jesus. God.
Yes. On to Persona 3 Reload.
Well, we have to finish the Izanami boss fight first.
I only think it's like 3 or 4 hours.
Only 3 or 4 hours.
Well, in Persona Land.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's fuck all. But yeah,
that's one cutscene.
If anything drastically here does change, I might add a little snippet at the end of this video or something. I doubt it too, but like, who knows? I might find a picture of the fucking gas station bitch and put her in here somewhere or something. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for joining me again.
Absolutely.
And yeah, goodbye everyone.
Bye.